Hello, Silaholics, and welcome to SilaholicsAnonymous. I am Shakia. If this is your first time here and you've never viewed any of my content, I do hope that you enjoyed the contents of this video and will choose to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be notified whenever I release new content. If you are a subscriber, thank you for the support and welcome back. It's been a little minute since I have done my quick tutorials, but I am back with another one. So in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the inner parts of letters after you've done a trace and detach. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this because Silhouette Studio is telling me that it's time to get into this. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my design page where I have an image. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, and I tend to like to design and do things off of the actual design page, and once I'm ready to either cut or print, I will go back there. So let's go ahead and zoom into this. We're going to go and do a regular trace and detach on this. So I'm going to go select trace area. Now I will say there are several ways that you can do this, and other videos will show, people have different ways and different preferences. I'm going to show you two of the ways that, well, maybe three of the ways that it can be done, but it does vary depending on the picture that you are using. So once you go to your trace and you go select trace area, put the box around it, you're going to up your threshold until all of the edges are masked in yellow. All right, in this case, it's going to pretty much fill up the entire image. So now that I'm at like 93, I'm going to go up really small. I mean, like in steps using the arrows so that I don't go up too high to where it starts to get a little too jagged. Like in this one, it is a little jagged, but I can fix that afterwards. Sometimes taking your scale down does help to smooth out the lines. Once you have all of your edges masked in yellow, you're going to go ahead and do a trace and detach. What trace and detach will do is go around and search the edges. So it's basically like doing a trace outer edge and then a crop, and it's doing it all at the same time. So that's what trace and detach does. All right, now that I have done that, if I move this out of the way, as you can see, I still have some white areas here from the background. We're going to go in and do another trace. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can focus on just where those inner white parts are. We're going to take our threshold up again. Okay, so now we're at about like 94. The threshold will be different depending on what the image is. So it won't be, 94. Don't go off of this number. Just take your threshold up until you have the area that you want covered in yellow. Then you're going to do a regular trace, not a trace and detach. You're then going to click on just that trace. You'll have that trace when the box is smaller. Right now, I'm on the image. So I click again. I'm trying to get right on the line. There we go. It's the smaller box. I know that's the trace. I'm then going to fill it with color. It does not matter what color you fill it with. This is just going to make it where it is easier to select the individual parts once we release compound path. Then we're going to release compound path. You hold down shift, and everywhere where there's the white area, you click in that. Keep shift held down as you click. That's going to deselect them. The only thing you're going to be left with is the areas that you don't want, and then you're going to hit delete on your keyboard. So as you can see, we have those little blue spots in all of those areas. You're going to drag and select over everything, and you're going to go to modify, and you're going to subtract. And now those white areas are gone. I'm going to show you another way of doing this. Whenever you trace and detach, the image is never really gone. I'm going to select all of these edit points and I'm going to delete them, and it's going to appear to be like the original image because I forgot to make a copy. So delete points and back to the original image. So you got a little bit extra in this video. All right, I'm going to do this really quick because this is a quick tutorial, so I want to keep this under 10 minutes. All right, we are going to go to select trace area. With this particular image, there isn't a lot going on it, so I can actually do a trace and crop. So I'm going to take my threshold, of course, not to 100. We're going to take it down to about, let's see, that was 96, that's 94, 95. Let's go 95.5. All right, so maybe it was 96. It's probably gonna be the best option. All right, and I'm gonna take my scale down. Again, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the quality of the image. You're going to do a trace on this. Once you have your trace, you're going to, did I make a duplicate of this? I think I did. We're going to select it all. So you select both pieces, and then you're going to go to modify and crop. That will also take away the inner parts. The last option is if you have Designer Edition or above, you have what's called Trace by Color. We're going to do a regular trace and detach first. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to increase our threshold to 96 because we know that's the ideal setting. We're going to take our scale down. I'm going to do a trace and detach. Move the background out of the way. Then we're going to go to Trace by Color, select Trace by Color, select the white area, and then you can up your tolerance so that it really fills that white area in. Come on. For certain images, you would have to do this for each individual section. With this one, because everything is color and we just want to remove the white, I can select all areas and do it all at once. So we're going to select all areas, and we're going to just take this threshold up some. So that's good. And then we're going to go trace and detach. Once you do that, and oh, wait a minute, let's go back. I think because it picked up the outside areas. So with this one, we may have to do it, with this particular image, we may have to do it one by one. So let's go back to trace. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back to trace. Come on. Oh, let me check it again. Click on Trace by Color. Let's bring it down. Let's see if, okay, so it's going to pick up everything. So yeah, with this particular one, we would have to do each individual section. That's why it's not my favorite, because it takes a lot longer than doing the other options where it's like just 2 steps. So with this, you would go trace and detach and see that white is gone. Then you would have to do trace color again, up our threshold, I mean, not our, well, our tolerance, and then go trace and detach. And oh, there we go. It's now removed. Before it was still there, but now it's removed. Once again, I'm going to just do it on the bigger area. I'm not going to do the inside of the A. We're going to take our tolerance up so that it fills the whole area in, trace and detach, and then you can move that out of the way. So those are 3 ways that you can remove the inner parts of letters. It also works for images where there are certain parts that need to be removed that won't be filled with color. Hopefully this video was helpful for you in figuring this out. If you've struggled with it, hopefully you learned something new with this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, also share the channel and the video. If you are on Facebook, check me out over there as well. I have a Facebook page called SILaholics Anonymous where I do live Q&As weekly. We do Tracing Tuesdays. We do Make It Mondays. So there's a lot of fun things going on over on the Facebook page. So go ahead and like and follow that page and join my Facebook group, SilaholicsAnonymous Silhouette Help. All right, guys, until next time, have a great one.